The house I lived in was a semi-attached house. And can't, I guess all of us were, I guess we were poor, but I never really realized, I never thought we were really poor because we always had food on the table. I always had clothes. I remember once my mother taking me to one of the department stores in Manhattan. I must have been around 11 or 12. And I got a new winter coat, and then she took me up to the next floor to get a hat to match. And I said to her, Mom, we're not rich, but we look rich, right? Because, you know, she wanted to make sure that my hat matched my coat. She was very fussy the way I dressed, the way she dressed me. We didn't have many toys when I was a child because it was the Depression. So we made toys ourselves. The boys made out of old wheels. They made scooters. And I remembered we used to play store, my friends and I, and we'd pick weeds. And one was celery, one was sweet peas, one, you know, and that was our way of playing. We didn't have toys like all the children have today. We didn't have material toys. Although my friend Frances and Marietta, I remember they had two-wheel skates, which I never heard of. I got a pair of skates, which was, they probably cost maybe $3, but it was a lot of money in that time. I remember that my brother Saul wanted a bike, and they said, no, you can get hurt on a bike. That was my mother's excuse because they couldn't afford to buy a bike. So one day, one of his friends had a bike, and he was holding on the back of the bike, and the other fellow made a turn, and my brother fell, and he broke his arm. And he came upstairs, and he said it was the first time in his life he felt that it was probably something bad because he saw my mother cry. We never saw my mother cry. She took him to the hospital, and he had a cast put on, and the next day when he saw that little boy, I felt sorry for him because he hit him over the head with the cast because he made him fall. That's why I said he was the little devil, but he a lot of fun. It turned out great, though. They all did. Fortunately, they left too soon.